And we're live.
We are live. Hi, I'm Sapphy.
I'm Mystic.
And no thanks to EA, we are rescheduling this.
Yep, we are back again.
Did you like those med bass sounds, everybody, while you're waiting? Oh, generally goes futuristic beeps. Heck yeah, I love my futuristic beeps. So actually the, what was it? The infiltrator sound? The tech sound is my text tone?
It's the drone sound.
It's the drone sound is my text tone? And people compliment it.
Just XP. Garrus is ready for action.
So
last time we were here, it's been a while.
It's been a while.
Don't kid yourself. It's even bigger than it looks.
How would you know?
I got a tour. One of 500 to see the ascension from the inside out.
Really?
Last time we were here, we wanted to go check out CSEC because that's where we were told Rex would be.
We're gonna get a new buddy, everybody. So excited.
This isn't little buddy. This is a big buddy.
Yeah, no, this is not little buddy. Little buddy lives in the present, realistic
Binary Helix has settled
universe.
out of court with a Krogan group that had accused the Genetics Corporation of fraud. The Krogan group had contracted Binary Helix to perform studies with a long-range goal of curing their genetic sterilization. The group later sued for a return of investment money when the study produced no viable results.
Oh yeah, we've seen a Solarian. Okay. Wow, I forgot he's right here. All right.
Oh yeah, he is.
Witnesses saw you making threats in Fist's bar. Stay away from him.
I don't take orders from you.
This is your only warning, Rex.
You should warn Fist. I will kill him.
You want me to arrest you?
I want you to try.
Go on. Get out of here.
Do I know you, human?
Oh, I'm trying to remember who the voice actor is. I think I said Steve Blum once. I don't think it's Steve Blum. He plays a Krogan in the next game.
Oh, P.S. Generality says, I prefer Muzak on elevators over news. And I agree.
My name's Shepard. I'm going after Fist. Thought you might want to come along.
Shepard. Commander Shepard. I've heard a lot about you. We're both warriors, Shepard. Out of respect, I'll give you fair warning. I'm going to kill Fist.
Fist knows you're coming. We'll have a better chance if we all work together.
My people have a saying. Seek the enemy of your enemy, and you will find a friend.
Glad to have you on the team, Rex.
Let's go. I hate to keep Fist waiting.
Team Alien rollout. Generality goes, it could be Steve Blum for all I know with that amount of voice effects. And Ever goes, good evening, I have something else in half an hour, but it's nice to nice to sit by. I'm sorry, sometimes stop by. So there's this like emoji thing that's blocking some of your text in the chat, guys, and I don't have a way to like make it go away. It's just constantly saying like, do you want to send hearts? Here.
Send hearts, see what it does.
I'm gonna send you guys some hearts. So you're probably gonna see hearts in the chat. So thanks for stopping by, Everett. You know what? I'll do another heart for you too, Generality. Why not? Hearts for all. And I looked up the voice actor. It's Stephen Barr. He did Not Rex.
So not Steve Blum, but
Stephen Barr.
Or Bloom? I don't know how to say it. But Stephen Barr. Okay, so
yes.
The two Steves do the two main Krogan games.
Steve!
You know, I don't know quite where I'm going at the moment. We're going to Cora's Den. Duh.
Generally says, yeah, we have that too. Ever goes, I've had the same question about the emoji thing. How did that Coruscant Diner owner end up
But
here?
he wants to meet with me.
Coruscant?
Coruscant. I'm sorry, I can't read apparently.
Coruscant's from Star Wars.
Yeah.
I
Generality goes
into
Planet of
details,
Steves.
But Shorban will kill me if I leave here
It's
unprotected.
we had a friend who used to call it Reptile World
You give me something more to go
because when
Tuchanka.
for
I-
yes,
I can't.
because
I'm sorry.
we would joke and say oh never mind.
Hey there. Oh, you're not CSEC, are you? Did you want something?
What were you trying to explain to the officer before?
My colleague is trying to kill me, and I thought we were friends.
How do you know he wants you dead?
He's changed. He won't talk to me at work anymore, and he started following me. Yesterday, he followed me all the way home, just waiting for a chance. I don't care what anyone thinks. He wants me gone. I know it.
Is there something I can do? Talk to your friend, maybe?
Would you? That's all I want. Someone to talk to him. Tell him to leave me alone. He thinks he can just push me around, but you'll show him, won't you?
Just tell me where he is and I'll go find him.
Oh, right. Well, he wanted to meet with me down in the wards near the markets. He said he just wanted to talk, but I know better. His name's Shorban. He's a Solarian. You shouldn't have any trouble. He's just a scientist.
Shorban. That's the guy who wanted us to scam the Keepers.
The Keepers? Well, even more reason to go after him. That's against regulations.
I better look into this right away. Find out what he's up to.
Anything's possible with Shorban these days. Well, good luck.
Spoiler tip, we will not be looking into it right away.
When essentially you're so awesome looking, people decide that you're just roving HR for them. Everett,
This is
Generality.
not where I thought I was going.
Yeah. Generality says to Everett, this whole place is an alternate Coruscant, and then adds, though I mostly get No Man's Sky vibes from this place. I think I said that before, and you have. And I would agree. But I feel like the No Man's Sky stuff that I've seen feels more empty than the Citadel.
I don't know how to put the gun away.
But I also have not played No Man's Sky as much as Mystic has.
It can feel pretty empty.
Yeah. I mean, also this is like the revamped version, but I remember even the original one. Original Mass Effect seemed less empty. Hey, loading screen.
You've read, of course, that a gentleman's club in the wards.
Why is it still called a gentleman's club?
I don't know. I'm with you. It feels a little weird given the...
How about gentle bipedal?
Looks like it's shut down.
Fist knows we're coming.
You were strangely quiet there, Rex.
He just wants to get to business.
Take cover!
There we go. We're getting
Broken bouncer.
Wait, he's getting back up?
Yeah, they have
we go.
regeneration, remember?
I forgot.
I'm assuming the person just labeled thug is a human. Which I understand is for our benefit, but still.
Think we're good, Commander.
What are you trying to say about humans?
They glitch?
Oh my gosh, look at that twitchiness. Oh, rubber dog.
Stop right there. Don't come any closer. Warehouse workers. All the real guards must be dead.
Stay back or we'll shoot.
This would be a good time to find somewhere else to work.
Yeah, right. That's a good idea.
Yeah, I never liked Fist anyway.
That was easy.
It would have been quicker to just kill them.
Shooting people isn't always the answer.
Generally goes, the space stations are a lot like this in terms of population density. That's fair. Everett goes, guess, but that one guy felt almost like a copyright violation. Generally goes, however, all the quests are procedurally generated, so they're less compelling.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Why do I have to do everything myself?
Everett, it could have been more homage than
Wait! Don't kill me, I surrender!
Where's the Quarian?
She's not here. I don't know where she is. That's the truth.
Haircut.
He's no use to you now. Let me kill him.
Looks like.
Wait. I don't know where the Quarian is, but I know where you can find her. The Quarian isn't here. Said she'd only deal with the Shadow Broker himself.
Face to face? Impossible. Even I was hired through an agent.
Nobody meets the Shadow Broker, ever. Even I don't know his true identity. But she didn't know that. I told her I'd set a meeting up. But when she shows up, it'll be Saren's men waiting for her.
Give me the location, now.
Here on the wards, the back alley by the markets. She's supposed to meet them right now. You can make it if you hurry.
What are you doing? The Shadow Broker paid me to kill him. I don't leave jobs half done.
We don't shoot unarmed prisoners.
How many people died because of him? He brought this on himself. Besides, we have more pressing concerns.
That Quarian's dead if we don't go now.
All right, guys, we
One
gotta
of the few times we have a time limit.
get to the Quarian. Generally goes, there are a lot of references in this game, so it could be intentional. Yeah, I feel like sci-fi references each other all the time.
I'm on it!
Even when I find myself writing fiction, I'm constantly referencing stuff. I like that Fist guards don't know that he's dead yet.
We're not even sure if these are fist guards or not. They just say thug, so it could be just. Though I don't
They
see-
also don't
though
know
I
that
don't-
he's Vigaro, so.
Yeah. Though I don't see Saren hiring humans. So.
Yeah, I don't either.
The reason I'm not running is they give you plenty of time. Unless you're playing on like hard difficulty.
I still get wrapped up in it every time I play it. I'm like, no, I gotta go, or she might be dead. I don't know. So you've got plenty of time.
Did you bring it?
Where's the Shadow Broker? Where's Fist?
They'll be here. Where's the evidence?
No way. The deal's off.
So I'm going to get on a little soapbox very quickly.
Fist set me up. I knew I couldn't trust him.
Were you hurt in the fight?
I know how to look after myself. Not that I don't appreciate the help. Who are you?
My name's Shepard. I'm looking for evidence to prove Saren's a traitor.
Then I have a chance to repay you for saving my life. But not here. We need to go somewhere safe.
We could take her to the human embassy. Your ambassador will want to see this anyway.
We are going to have directly a dialogue.
Yeah, I figured.
You're not making my life easy, Shepard. Firefights in the wards, an all-out assault on Korra's den. Do you know how many... Who's this? A Quarian? What are you up to, Shepard?
That's...
Wait.
The Quarian is yes, but like, not the other two aliens.
A Quarian, a Quarian, a Krogan,
And a Turian.
and a Turian walk into an embassy. It's a joke.
Which is funny because two of them don't have embassies.
Yeah, that's very true.
What was your soapbox?
Quick soapbox. there was a culture many years ago, well, not that many years ago, that made Tali the, like, kind of made her into the damsel of distress that Shepard would save. But if anything, Tali has proven as a character time and time again, she's very capable, very capable and take care of herself. And I just don't like how sometimes when there's a cool woman in sci-fi who's able to do stuff on her own, that there's a certain contingent who will only find her attractive if they're still only the ones saving her. Like, she can't be independent and save herself. So it's less of a problem these days, but that's just my little soapbox.
Couple other little, this is not related to what you just said, which I agree.
Yeah.
But a couple other things about that scene. Those two assassins in the white.
Yes.
Those are supposed to be Batarians, but they didn't know what Batarians looked like yet.
But now they look like...
Their proportion is definitely different than that. Like, we never see that race, like that version of Batarians ever again.
I thought they were,
Greys or something?
Like, no.
Vorcha?
No. Well, Vorcha, that would make sense. No. Oh, amphibian dudes. How many, like,
Solarians?
Solarians.
No, they're too short.
They're too short to be
They're
Solarian?
too short and their heads are huge. They're big, their heads are not the right shape for Solarians. Yeah, they were supposed to be Batarians originally. Anyway.
Okay. All right, moving on.
Making your day, Ambassador? She has information linking Saren to the Geth.
Really? Maybe you better start at the beginning, Miss...
My name is Tali. Tali Zora Naraya.
We don't see many Quarians here. Why did you leave the flotilla?
I was on my pilgrimage. My rite of passage into adulthood.
I've never heard of this before.
It is a tradition among my people. When we reach maturity, we leave the ships of our parents and our people behind. Alone, we search the stars, only returning to the flotilla once we have discovered something of value. In this way, we prove ourselves worthy of adulthood.
What kinds of things do you look for?
It could be resources like food or fuel, or some type of useful technology, or even knowledge that will make life easier on the flotilla. Through our pilgrimage, we prove that we will contribute to the community, rather than being a burden on our limited resources.
Tell us what you found.
During my travels, I began hearing reports of Geth. Since they drove my people into exile, the Geth have never ventured beyond the Veil. I was curious. I tracked a patrol of Geth to an uncharted world. I waited for one to become separated from its unit. Then I disabled it and removed its memory core.
I thought the Geth fried their memory cores when they died. Some kind of defense mechanism.
How did you manage to preserve the memory core?
My people created the Geth. If you're quick, careful, and lucky, small caches of data can sometimes be saved. Most of the core was wiped clean, but I salvaged something from its audio banks.
Eden Prime was a major victory. The beacon has brought us one step closer to finding the conduit.
That's Saren's voice. This proves he was involved in the attack.
He said Eden Prime brought him one step closer to finding the conduit. Any idea what that means?
The conduit must have something to do with the beacon. Maybe it's some kind of Prothean technology. Like a weapon.
Wait, there's more. Saren wasn't working alone.
Eden Prime was a major victory. The beacon has brought us one step closer to finding the conduit.
And one step closer to the return of the Reapers.
I don't recognize that other voice, the one talking about Reapers.
I feel like I've heard that name before.
According to the memory core, the Reapers were a hyper-advanced machine race that existed 50,000 years ago. The Reapers hunted the Protheans to total extinction, and then they vanished. At least, that's what the Geth believe.
Sounds a little far-fetched.
The
Dina.
vision on Eden Prime. I understand it now. I saw the Protheans being wiped out by the Reapers.
The Geth revere the Reapers as gods, the pinnacle of non-organic life, and they believe Saren knows how to bring the Reapers back.
The Council is just going to love this.
The Reapers are a threat to every species in Citadel space. We have to tell them.
No matter what they think about the rest of this, those audio files prove Saren's a traitor.
The Captain's right. We need to present this to the Council right away.
What about her, the Quarian?
My name is Tali. You saw me in the alley, Commander. You know what I can do. Let me come with you.
I thought you were on your pilgrimage.
The pilgrimage proves we are willing to give of ourselves for the greater good. What does it say about me if I turn my back on this? Saren is a danger to the entire galaxy. My pilgrimage can wait.
I'll take all the help I can get.
Thanks. You won't regret this.
Anderson and I will go ahead to get things ready with the Council. Take a few minutes to collect yourself, then meet us in the tower.
Alright, who are we taking with?
Not Ashley is my only thing. Unless the chat supersedes me. Everett has confirmed other people have seen the relation between the diner guy and Rex. So. Mystic's confused, yeah. And then generally goes, I guess audio can't be falsified in this future. Shh. I think there's ways to verify the veracity of audio, so you could do that. Also, we have to remember this was published in 2006
or 7, I think.
Before being able to falsify things was really a huge concern in the tech world. You couldn't just use a random chat AI.
Yeah. Also, veracity is a good point because even with the amazing stuff we can already do with duplication or falsifying stuff, there's always stuff that gives it away at this point.
Yeah.
That's going to be the arms race.
Yeah, exactly.
Of that whole thing. So eventually, it'll shake out and just not be a problem. Like you'll have easily verified and not verified at some point.
Mm-hmm. There'll be ways to verify it. Chat, I would suggest we want to take. I say Tally has evidence and Garrus had evidence, right? Or was looking into it.
Yeah, Erdnot was just there. Rex was just there to kill Fist.
Yes, I had a job to do. That's all I need.
Team Human can go away.
Yeah, I'm not mad at all of Team Human. Just some of them.
We're very tech heavy, though. We're not a balanced party, but this is okay.
This is why I usually play either Vanguard or Adept. I prefer Vanguard. Especially when you get to the Vanguard powers in 2 and 3. Where you can just go boom right into people. That was like one of my favorite things to do. Boom! Shotgun. Boom! Shotgun. Reload. Boom! Shotgun. Can you tell I loved it?
Could you Commander Shepard, my name is Samesh Bhatia. Forgive the intrusion, but I have nowhere else to turn.
It's no trouble. What can I do for you?
My wife was a Marine. She was in the 212.
Oh, I should have brought Ashley for this, though.
I requested that my wife's body be returned to me for cremation, but the military has refused my request.
There's always somebody that benefits to all the side quests.
That's very true.
And Ashley does benefit to this one, but long and short, she knew the Marine in question.
Yeah.
So.
Why did they refuse your request? There's got to be some reason.
I don't know. All I know is that they have declared it impossible for my wife to be returned to me.
There's no reason for your wife's body to be held like this. Just wait here.
The man in charge of my case is Mr. Bosker. When I last saw him, he was in the expensive bar over there. Thank you for your time. I just want to give my wife a proper funeral, and the respect she deserves.
Which is good. I was going to go to that bar anyway, because there's a keeper in there, if I remember correctly.
Let's scan a keeper. Everett goes, on another note, why did your theater prepare for people to throw up during Cloverfield? I mentioned this, because we weren't together when Cloverfield came out. I went to a theater at an ex's stomping grounds, and because this was in college, and at that theater, it was a small town with a small theater, and the thing is, Cloverfield is
I can't believe
filmed
I
with
landed a job here. This place is
such a
fantastic.
shaky camera, and if you're focusing too much, you will get nauseous and you will feel sick. I was fine. I don't know why, but like my ex got sick, and like other people apparently had to like run to the bathroom on previous viewings.
Don't believe the rumors.
It's a very
The
good
consort would
movie. I
never
really
reveal
like
her
the original
secrets.
Cloverfield, but
Of course she would. She'd be tossed out the nearest airlock if she did.
I suppose. Besides, Nick, the consort's nothing like the girls back on the colonies. She's...
You don't have to do it with her. You can just talk to her if you want.
Is that all you did, Jazz? Just talk?
I didn't say that.
Ha! I bet you did too.
Shut up, Fredericks.
I don't have time to talk now. I'm very busy.
Well, we'll be back here later eventually for her.
Generally goes random observation. It looks like all the trees here are from Earth. I wonder if that actually, as much as they look like they're from Earth, I wonder if they're not all originally from Earth. It'd be interesting.
They all look like they're from...
They look like they're from Earth, though.
But this is also like a very small section.
Mhm.
It's amazing me, like... So there's only 2 embassies here. I don't remember how many races are actually in the galaxy, but like the Citadel is huge. I can't imagine that like all the way out there at the curve, like...
Yeah, I imagine there's probably more flora from other planets, as long as they have a similar... It could also depend on the kind of lighting here. Like,
Sure.
it could be that only things with...
My goodness, you're Commander Shepard. Your activities made for quite a briefing in the diplomatic corps. Is there something I can do to assist you?
Yes. A man named Samesh Bhatia is having some trouble claiming his wife's body.
Ah, Mr. Bhatia. A good man in an understandably frustrating position. I wish I could help him. Serviceman Nirali Bhatia died on Eden Prime, as Mr. Bhatia no doubt told you. Her wounds are inconsistent with any type of weapon damage we've seen before. That is why her body is being held.
You're studying her injuries to learn more about Geth weaponry.
The tests we're conducting may lead to better defenses against Geth attacks. Respectfully, Serviceman Bhatia may save more lives in death than she did in life.
I like this quest just because... it's small. It's just a small thing that you can easily miss. But there's no... Like, there's... Clearly, they have a right answer in mind, but when you think about it, there really is... It's no bad answer either. You know, that's a perfectly understandable... like, there's no bad person here.
The problem also is, like, with the modern perception of the military, too, it's kind of like you are expected to be relinquishing your body to a certain extent to the cause. So it wouldn't be surprising if you wouldn't be able to be buried how you traditionally would be, or your remains, you know, taken
Right.
care of and having the rituals that your family would expect.
Now, clearly, you know, authorial intent here is that this is the right answer.
Yeah. Yeah, I could understand that too.
But I can see, like, Mr. Bosker is not wrong. Like,
And he's not the one who made the decision.
right. And the person who did, like, that's the problem here is really probably more communication, because Samesh doesn't know why his wife is being held.
Yeah, but there's an interesting episode of Scandal that handles this idea really well. The idea that sometimes what you did is so important that it can't be released to other people, and it wasn't even somebody who was necessarily in special intelligence forces in that episode. I forget what it was. And it gets to the point where, you know, yeah, the mother of the deceased knew something was wrong, but nobody could tell her, and she knew everybody was BSing her, and it didn't end well for her. But when you think about it in compromising, you know, security for a nation or a whole system of colonists,
Yeah.
you can understand that.
Now, the thing that unfortunately, this is where gamification comes in, because this is what I actually think. Because this should be his choice. He should have the information and make this choice.
Yeah.
But if I click this, I lose out on the gamification, the charm points that I will need later on.
Oh,
you know?
Interesting.
So,
one thing, there's a couple other things in the chat I'll get back to, but one thing Generality goes, why can't they return the body after the examination is concluded? A lot of times with stuff like this, things are going to be in storage for...
How long do you think this research is going to take?
This is a long-term study. I wouldn't expect the bodies to be released for a year or longer.
That's exactly my assumption,
let's do the investigation before we continue the thing.
Yeah.
You gotta have a lot of bodies. Can't you release one?
Very few bodies had this new type of weapon damage, and very few were in good enough condition to study. Beyond that, Commander, we need as many bodies as we can to get a reasonable sample size.
When will this research result in actual new technology?
If we're lucky, we'll actually realize usable technology from this study in a few years.
There we go.
So hopefully that answered the questions. There's some more stuff in the chat I'd like to handle once you're done dealing with Bosker.
If they have a direction they want to take it, okay.
No, not related.
I'm going to go with
this.
the Paragon choice just for the gamification aspect.
Yay!
I think we've talked it to all ends.
Yeah.
I understand what you're trying to do, but holding the body is wrong.
Commander, you of all people should understand how far we must go to protect humanity.
Not if we lose our humanity in the process. I am out here fighting to stop crap like this.
All right, Commander. You win. It was hard enough refusing Mr. Bhatia. I'm not going to risk an incident by refusing you. Tell Samesh that the body is being shipped back to Earth. I'll go now to see to it myself.
And then he goes and turns and walks towards an area that doesn't go anywhere.
Yeah. Animation planned before layout, I guess.
This place seems strange. I wish there were more humans around.
Following up on the nausea thing, Ever goes, that makes sense. I get car sick easily, but I've never seen a found footage film in a theater. On a big screen?
Wait,
we were talking about Cloverfield and people getting sick.
When did that come up?
Literally, like, right before you talked to Samesh.
No, I remember it coming up then, but, like, why did it come up?
Oh, that came up probably in one of the... I'm trying to remember which episode we talked about it.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
Do you want to do chat or do you want me to talk to Samesh?
I'll do chat very quickly. Generally can understand shaky cam causing nausea. And then Ever goes, dorky question, but with Shepard's hair, would growth flow through the braids or clump up at the base? So, who wants a little side history or like side experience with cornrows? I'm gonna make it quick. The cornrows, it doesn't really clump up at first. It's just straight hair start growing out of it. It does not make the braid longer. It does make the braid farther away from the scalp of your head. And then it will start to clump up if you don't take care of it. Braids usually need to be redone every like 3 to 6 weeks. 6 weeks tops, and it's probably starting to look really fuzzy and undone. And that works with that's just the thing with cornrows, and I just happen to know it. And then Everett said that it was because I watched your commentary that discussed Cloverfield. Yeah, there was some live stream about shaky cam.
Okay.
I knew we talked about it before, so that's why it didn't surprise me.
Hello again, Commander. Has there been any word?
I reminded Mr. Bosker what we're fighting for. Your wife is coming home.
Thank you. I will return home and begin my preparations. It does not bring me happiness, but it may bring me peace. Goodbye, Commander.
I always liked Samesh as a character. It's a small one, but a very powerful one. A very small role, but a very powerful one.
Yeah. Have one thanks says Cornrow Field.
God.
Thanks for the pun. Oh my gosh.
Oh, right. There's the... Wait, did we level up? I thought I heard the tone at some point. Oh.
We covered some items. Nice.
Yeah, I'll just take all those. I'll worry about inventory later. We did not level up, but we have...
Generality goes, that's a horrible mental image. Cornrow field.
I'm just going with auto.
Who wants to, like... walk through the cornrows on a giant's head?
Nope, next one. What? I keep pressing shift to run because that's like every other game.
Yeah.
Please.
Generally goes, so that was the needs of the many versus the few argument, I guess. Have a good night, Everett. Everyone thinks says, yeah, I'm proud of the pun, but not happy about it.
If the evidence is worth trying to kill me for, I hope it is sufficient to motivate the council.
I agree, Everyone thinks. The makers of Cloverfield probably felt the same way. Especially as they started to expand the idea of Cloverfield in poorly.
Oh, another thing Ashley did talk about this, I think. There's, I just felt very strange, like wide open, narrow staircase. And I remember Ashley literally talks about this. So does Caden, I believe. Mm-hmm. How it'd be very good tactically to have like all these branching paths and narrow stairways and stuff.
Yeah, it makes perfect sense.
Come on. Udina's presenting the Quarian's evidence to the Council.
Eden Prime was a major victory. The beacon has brought us one step closer to finding the conduit.
And one step closer to the return of the Reapers.
You wanted proof? There it is.
This evidence is irrefutable, Ambassador. Saren will be stripped of his Spectre status, and all efforts will be made to bring him in to answer for his crimes.
I recognize the other voice, the one speaking with Saren. Matriarch Benezia.
Who is she?
Matriarchs are powerful Asari who have entered the final stage of their lives. Revered for their wisdom and experience, they serve as guides and mentors to my people. Matriarch Benezia is a powerful biotic, and she had many followers. She will make a formidable ally for Saren.
I'm more interested in the Reapers. What do you know about them?
Only what was extracted from the Geth's memory core. The Reapers were an ancient race of machines that wiped out the Protheans. Then they vanished.
The Geth believe the Reapers are gods, and Saren is the prophet for their return.
We think the conduit is the key to bringing them back. Saren's searching for it. That's why he attacked Eden Prime.
Do we even know what this conduit is?
Saren thinks it can bring back the Reapers. That's bad enough.
Listen to what you're saying. Saren wants to bring back the machines that wiped out all life in the galaxy? Impossible. It has to be. Where did the Reapers go? Why did they vanish? How come we found no trace of their existence? If they were real, we'd have found something.
I tried to warn you about Saren and you refused to face the truth. Don't make the same mistake again.
This is different. You proved Saren betrayed the Council. We all agree he's using the Geth to search for the conduit, but we don't really know why.
The Reapers are obviously just a myth, Commander. A convenient lie to cover Saren's true purpose. A legend he is using to bend the Geth to his will.
50,000 years ago, the Reapers wiped out all galactic civilization. If Saren finds the conduit, it will happen again.
Saren is a rogue agent on the run for his life. He no longer has the rights or resources of a Spectre. The Council has stripped him of his position.
That is not good enough. You know he's hiding somewhere in the Traverse. Send your fleet in!
A fleet cannot track down one man.
A Citadel fleet could secure the entire region, keep the Geth from attacking any more of our colonies.
Or it could trigger a war with the Terminus systems. We won't be dragged into a galactic confrontation over a few dozen human colonies.
I can take Saren down.
The Commander's right. There is a way to stop Saren that doesn't require fleets or armies.
No, it's too soon. Humanity is not ready for the responsibilities that come with joining the Spectres.
You don't have to send a fleet into the Traverse, and the Ambassador gets his human Spectre. Everybody's happy.
I love that look of like, she outplayed you, sir.
Commander Shepard, step forward. It is the decision of the Council that you be granted all the powers and privileges of the Special Tactics and Reconnaissance Branch of the Citadel.
Spectres are not trained, but chosen. Individuals forged in the fire of service and battle. Those whose actions elevate them above the rank and file.
Spectres are an ideal, a symbol, the embodiment of courage, determination, and self-reliance. They are the right hand of the Council, instruments of our will.
Spectres bear a great burden. They are protectors of galactic peace, both our first and last line of defense. The safety of the galaxy is theirs to uphold.
You are the first human Spectre, Commander. This is a great accomplishment for you and your entire species.
I'm honored, Counselor.
We're sending you into the Traverse after Saren. He's a fugitive from justice, so you are authorized to use any means necessary to apprehend or eliminate him.
I'll find him.
This meeting of the Council is adjourned.
There we go.
Congratulations, Commander.
We've got a lot of work to do, Shepard. You're going to need a ship, a crew, supplies.
You'll get access to special equipment and training now. You should go down to the C-Sec Academy and speak to the Spectre Requisitions Officer.
Anderson, come with me. I'll need your help to set all this up.
I thought the Ambassador would be a little more grateful. He didn't even thank you.
Until I find Saren, I haven't done anything. Come on.
Right behind you, Shepard.
I've played this game, but a dozen times with different
paths
and stuff, and even now it's like that scene of getting Spectre status, like the music and everything. Just
it means a lot. Generally goes, the Council is showing arbitrary skepticism, but our guys are showing arbitrary credulity. So I think part of the credulity, to be honest, is it's just the fact that Shepard had that vision.
Yeah.
And you're trying to make sense of why would you get it? What's the purpose of it? You're starting adding these pieces together. You know, also, you know, you see the video of Eden Prime, and there's this huge ship that you haven't seen before. Could that be related to the Reapers? Yeah, you know, you're just trying to put the pieces together.
But yeah, you're right, a little bit.
Yeah.
Congratulations on becoming the first human Spectre, Commander. I'm certain you'll be up to the challenge.
I appreciate that.
My name is Admiral Kahoku. It's about time the Alliance got one of our own in with the Spectres. We need people like you to deal with our problems.
Is something wrong, Admiral?
I'm getting stonewalled by bureaucratic assholes. Nothing new. Maybe you can help me, Shepard. One of my recon teams was investigating some strange activity out in the Traverse. We lost contact yesterday. Now I can't get clearance to check it out. Suddenly it's a restricted area. But that doesn't apply to you, Shepard. Spectres can go anywhere they want. You could find out why my team dropped out of contact.
I'll find them, Admiral.
I appreciate that, Commander. I was running out of options. I'm going to stay here and see if I can find anything out through official channels. Won't hold my breath, though.
I would meant to mention also. I meant to mention that the way the Council plot operates, you go off, you come back with some clues, and through there you're given more clues, is really good for when you're running a campaign in a tabletop RPG. Having clues lead to more clues, which lead to more quests.
Oh,
It's kind of a nice little web dance that is happening there. After Gen Con this year, I was like, I need to talk about how all of my years in investigating storytelling in video games has helped me be a better game master. And Mass Effect, man, has a lot of really good techniques and tools, especially in the first one for it. No offense to that Rear Admiral giving you that quest, but that's kind of like one and done kind of. What was that?
I grabbed that quest because it's going to come into play a lot.
Oh, that's right. Okay, never mind. But there's some other quests. You know, I'm probably mixing it up also because that happens more with like Mass Effect 2 and 3 where you're like, I have a quest! Did you click on me? I have an exclamation point over my head. And there's ways to do... I don't know. There's more subtle ways to do that where it's not just basically a 3-point.
Did they actually tell us where to go?
Well, you're supposed to go to CSEC to get your
Oh, right. They did
upgrade.
say CSEC. Okay.
But what was I going to say? It's like, it's good to get quests that aren't just a 3-point turn where it's like, I want you to fetch the thing. You go fetch the thing. Thank you for fetching the thing. Here's a reward.
Yeah.
Like, that's a 3-point...
They do it in such a way in Mass Effect 3, you don't have to like talk to the person to know that you have to return something to them. It's very gamey, and it's kind of annoying.
Yeah. This has a lot more depth to it. And they also have some good like psych out moments too about it for some of the quests in the original Mass Effect as well.
One sec, looking you up. Commander Shepard, here with the Alliance military. First time on the Citadel, that about right?
How did you know all that?
I'm the CSEC requisitions officer. I need to make sure our buyers are authorized. So, will you be purchasing anything today, Commander Shepard?
Show me what you got.
Sounds good. Just let me set you up. Oh, this must be a mistake. System's telling me to offer you our select stock. Spectre? Well, I heard about that, but I didn't realize it was you. Sorry, Commander.
Just show me what you've got.
I'll open the rare stocks for you, Commander. Enjoy.
Pretty sure we can't afford any of this.
No. Show me what you got.
Though.
We can get some what?
We can get the license at least. So we can get the license. Yeah, we can't even afford any. Okay.
Wah, wah.
And grenade up.
We've barely done any side quests, okay? We don't have the credits for it. Generality goes, what are you buying?
What are you selling?
What are you oh yeah, that's... I probably said that wrong, too.
Resident Evil, another series we should get back to at some point.
Oh, man, yes.
Did they tell us where to go?
And then they were going to check up with you by the ship, I thought?
Meet him at Alliance docking bay. Okay.
Yeah.
Which I believe is this.
Makes sense.
In other news, Exogeny Corp is still denying reports that one of their survey teams has gone missing in the Hades Gamma Cluster. When asked why communication with the survey team was suddenly cut off last week, company officials refused to comment.
Did you scan
The
that
Normandy combines the best of Alliance technology and Turian engineering. It shows what we're capable of if we work together.
I've got big news for you, Shepard. Captain Anderson is stepping down as commanding officer of the Normandy. The ship is yours now.
She's quick and quiet, and you know the crew. Perfect ship for a Spectre. Treat her well, Commander.
I'll take good care of her, sir.
I know you will, Commander.
I want the truth. Why are you stepping down, sir?
You needed your own ship. A Spectre can't answer to anyone but the Council. And it's time for me to step down.
What kind of leads do we have?
Saren's gone. Don't even try to find him. But we know what he's after. The conduit. He's got his Geth scouring the Traverse looking for clues.
We had reports of Geth in the Pharos system shortly before our colony there dropped out of contact, and there have been sightings around Noveria.
Find out what Saren was after on Pharos and Noveria. Maybe you can figure out where the conduit is before he does.
The Reapers are the real threat.
I'm with the Council on this one, Shepard. I'm not sure they even exist.
But if they do exist, the conduit's the key to bringing them back. Stop Saren from getting the conduit, and we stop the Reapers from returning.
I'll stop him.
We have one more lead. Matriarch Benezia, the other voice in that recording. She has a daughter, a scientist who specializes in the Protheans. We don't know if she's involved, but it might be a good idea to try and find her. See what she knows. Her name's Liara, Dr. Liara Tassoni. We have reports she was exploring an archaeological dig on one of the uncharted worlds in the Artemis Tau cluster.
I forget which one we're supposed to go to first.
This choice doesn't matter.
Sounds like we should head for the Artemis Tau cluster.
It's your decision, Commander. You're a Spectre now. You don't answer to us.
But your actions still reflect on humanity as a whole. You make a mess and I get stuck cleaning it up.
I'll try not to make things any harder on you, Ambassador.
Glad to hear it, Commander. Remember, you were a human long before you were a Spectre.
That
I
sounds
have a meeting
bad.
to get to. Captain Anderson can answer any questions you might have.
Yes, Commander?
How are you holding up?
Honestly, this isn't how I pictured my career coming to an end. Pushing papers really isn't my thing, but you're the one who can stop Saren. I believe in you, Shepard. If that means I have to step aside, so be it.
Tell me what happened with you and Saren 20 years ago.
It's close to 20 years ago now. Ambassador Goyle was our representative here on the Citadel. Like Udina, she wanted to get a human into the Spectres. She chose me. The Council sent Saren to keep an eye on me and evaluate my performance, just like they sent Nihilus to keep tabs on you.
Why weren't you honest with me?
It's not something I'm proud of. I had a chance to become the first human Spectre, and I failed. Saren made sure of that.
I think I deserve the whole story.
We had intel on a rogue scientist being funded by Batarian interests. He was trying to set up a facility to develop illegal AI technology out in the Verge. Alliance intel had done all the work, but the Council wanted a Spectre involved. We compromised. I was assigned to help Saren in his investigation. We tracked the scientist to a refining facility on Kamala. He was hidden away somewhere inside, protected by an army of Batarian mercenaries. The plan was simple. Sneak into the plant, capture the scientist, sneak back out. Quick, quiet, and a minimum of bloodshed.
We covered all of this in our episode on Mass Effect Revelation.
Yes.
I forget which episode that was, though.
I'll look it up. You can keep going.
I'm guessing things didn't go as planned?
Saren and I split up to cover more ground. Then about halfway through the mission, there was a massive explosion in the refinery core. Officially, it was ruled an accident, but I think Saren detonated it on purpose to draw off the enemy guards.
How many casualties?
The explosion tore the refinery to shreds. The whole place was on fire. Black chemical clouds poured out into the atmosphere. Nobody inside survived. There was a camp for the workers and their families nearby. Between the fires and the toxic fumes, the final death count was over 500. Mostly civilians. Saren didn't care. The target was eliminated, mission accomplished, and I ended up taking the blame. That ended all talk of me joining the Spectres.
Saren caused the explosion. How'd he pin it on you?
In his report, Saren accused me of blowing his cover. He said it was my fault the guards were ready for us. He claimed that's why it turned into a massacre. Saren's report was all the proof the Council needed to kill my chances of becoming a Spectre.
Don't blame yourself, Captain.
I don't. I blame Saren. I think he wanted things to go bad. He was looking for an excuse to blow that refinery. Maybe he just likes the violence. Maybe he was just trying to make me look bad to keep humans out of the Spectres. If so, he pulled it off.
Why'd you let him get away with it?
Who do you think the Council was going to listen to? Me? Or their best agent? I had a bad feeling about him right from the start. I should have been more careful. Maybe I could have stopped things before they got out of hand.
Don't blame yourself, Captain.
Oops,
I don't.
Sorry.
Oh,
I blame
yeah.
Saren. I think maybe he just likes the violence.
It's episode
Maybe he was just trying to make me
37,
look
Mass
bad to
Effect
keep humans out of the
Revelation.
Spectres. If so, he pulled it off.
And if you
The
want...
only thing I care about is stopping Saren.
You're right, Commander. It's no good living in the past.
What can you tell me about Novaria?
Novaria's trouble. Always has been. The whole planet's basically a center for corporations to conduct illegal research. Watch your back there, Shepard. Spectres are about the only form of Citadel authority Novaria respects. But they aren't popular.
What do you know about the Artemis Tau cluster?
Not much. I've never been there myself. A handful of systems with a few small, uncharted worlds, but no real colonies. Might not be easy finding Dr. Tassoni out there. My advice is to look for the world with the Prothean ruins.
Any extra intel you can give me on our colony at Pharos?
The entire planet used to be one giant Prothean city. Mostly
Speaking
ruins,
of Coruscant.
But some of the infrastructure is still intact. The colony tried to build on what the Protheans left behind. We lost all contact with them when the Geth attacked.
I should go.
I'll be here if you need anything.
Yeah, so episode 37 was Revelations. Before that, we did episode 36, First Contact, and the history of the Citadel Council.
Yep.
So, what else?
Any more chat?
Oh, Generali said that was sudden when it came to Anderson giving up command of the ship, which I think it is probably the easiest thing to do, to be honest, because to requisition a ship and get a crew and trust that crew would trust Shepard's leadership in time. Yeah, unfortunately, that's the way it goes. Generally goes, I wonder if people in real life said things like, your actions reflect on humanity as a whole, if the world would be a better place. Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. We can only hope.
I do love this. I wish they had it still.
Although,
Stand by,
yes.
shore party. Decontamination in progress.
Especially with Tali, like, we need that. We haven't actually gotten to that yet, have we?
Heard what happened to Captain Anderson. Survives 100 battles and then gets taken down by backroom politics. Just watch your back, Commander. Things go bad on this mission, you're next on their chopping block.
Saren's out there somewhere, and we're gonna find him.
Everyone on this ship's behind you, Commander. 100%. Intercom's open. If you got anything you want to say to the crew, now's the time.
This is Commander Shepard speaking. We have our orders. Find Saren before he finds the conduit. I won't lie to you, crew. This mission isn't gonna be easy. This began with an attack on a human settlement in the Traverse. But we know Saren won't stop there. His Geth armies aren't gonna stay on the far fringes of Citadel space. For too long, our species has stood apart from the others. Now it's time for us to step up and do our part for the rest of the galaxy. Time to show them what humans are made of. Our enemy knows we're coming. When we go into the Traverse, Saren's followers will be waiting for us. But we'll be ready for them, too. Humanity needs to do this. Not just for our own sake, but for the sake of every other species in Citadel space. Saren must be stopped, and I promise you all, we will stop him.
Well said, Commander. Captain will be proud.
The captain gave up everything so I could have this chance. We can't fail.
Yes, ma'am.
I love that shot of Ash with Garrus and Rex, and it's like she is not happy about this.
She's probably very uncomfortable and wants to call the cops. Oh, wait, sorry. Garrus is the cops.
I wonder if that's a PR shot that they used from before they fully realized her character.
Yeah, that's possible. Have One Think says, ugly bags of mostly water. Yes, that is humanity, but we can be better than just ugly bags of mostly water.
Yep.
If anyone has to take over for Captain Anderson, I'm glad it's you. I'm not sure about having non-humans on our ship, though.
We're all on the same team here, Presley.
With all due respect, ma'am, that's what they said about Nihilus. Look how that turned out.
I mean, he was on our side.
He got murdered by the enemy. Guy.
Speak freely, Presley.
Guy.
I want to know if you have a problem with non-humans.
It's not that, Commander. Humanity has always handled its own problems. Saren attacked one of our colonies. We should be the ones to stop him. We don't need their help.
This is bigger than humanity. Saren's a threat to every species in the galaxy, and I'll welcome anyone who wants to help me bring him down.
I guess so. Maybe I'm just stuck in the old ways of thinking. But don't worry, Commander. This won't be a problem.
Carry on, Presley.
Yes, ma'am.
We can explore more of that later. Generally goes, chemically speaking, we're dissolved high impure charcoal. I've heard on the socials one of the best arguments that we're just literally just bags of soup. Bags of soup. And you know what?
Negative. I am a meat popsicle.
No, you're not. You're not in a cold enough space, Mystic, to be a meat popsicle.
Neither was Corbin Dallas, yet he still said
it. If anything, you're more of like a skin-wrapped empanada. I don't know. I'm not making this better.
I want empanadas now.
Yeah, they would be great.
Alright, do we want to talk to anybody or just go? Because most of them might have something to say.
Generality goes, you are not Bruce Willis.
No.
Anything you need, Commander?
What's your opinion on the last mission?
I don't see how we could have done things any better. At least not without
so he has nothing to say about.
And we were on the scene faster than any other Alliance ship could have been.
Just trying to get a sense of where the crew's at. Thoughts?
I've wasted enough of your time for now, Commander. We'll have time for personal debriefings later.
We'll talk another time, Lieutenant.
Commander?
Alright, so he has nothing to say. Most people I don't think have anything to say just at this point, which is weird. You're like the first human Spectre. Like, say something, damn it.
Why wouldn't they say something like, wow, Commander, I'm very proud of you, or I'm really surprised they gave it to you, Commander.
Alright.
Mystic, how much longer would you like to go? This is usually close to the time we stop.
This is probably a good place to stop. We can have our patrons polled about where we go first.
That's a great idea. And if you would like to vote on that, you aren't able to yet, you can go to patreon.com/loretogether and vote on that. Thank you so much for that segue.
So for now, thank you guys for watching. We'll be back on Thursday, actually, this week.
Yeah, so this is obviously what we were supposed to be doing last Thursday, and then EA decided to be a putz about letting us log in.
That was the main. So we're actually running this through a kludged version of Origin instead of the EA app.
Yeah. So it's...
There's no guarantee this continues to work, unfortunately, but...
We're going to figure it out. Well, at least we have the save data, so worst comes to worst, we can keep the save data and figure out.
We have our saves. I don't think they're backwards compatible with the OG version of Mass
No,
Effect
but I
1,
mean, like, if we have to re-download something or play it on a different computer.
That's true, yeah.
That's what I'm thinking, is that we don't have to lose our progress with Lorena. So,
But Thursday we'll be back with something Elder Scrolls. We're not quite sure yet.
There's too many options when you're talking about Tiber Septum.
Yeah.
Or Tiberium Septum.
Nope, we're not doing it.
I want that crossover
Either
so
way,
bad.
we'll catch you then. If not, we'll catch you next time for Mass Effect.
Yeah, thanks so much for joining us for this rescheduling. And yeah, catch you for something Elder Scrolls on Thursday. Bye.
Bye.